Good afternoon. This is Ward Harriman, AE6TY. I went looking around and I find it hard to believe, but I could not find a quick, short introduction to RUSE block editing, and so here it is. I'm going to do the bare minimum here and try to get you over the hump. The manual covers some of this stuff, but it doesn't do it very well. And sometimes language is difficult and graphics is easier, so we're going to give it a try. I'm going to start out with an empty design. I'm going to add a block. I'm going to drag it up here. Click on this to open it up, and here's my empty RUSE block. The first thing people generally want to do is add a component, so I'm going to add a component by click, hold, and drag the component up to here, and then I'm going to let go. And I'm going to add another one just because. Next thing people want to do is wire. Usually they want to get rid of this one first. To start wiring that on a pin that is already connected, you use the D key for detach. So I'm going to move up here. You can see my crosshairs will jump to the pin. And I'm going to hit the D key, and that starts a wiring. And you can see now my wiring sprite, a crosshairs with a circle on it, is moving around with my pointer or with my mouse. When I get near a connectable point, it will snap to it. And if I now click the mouse, it will connect to that pin and it will continue with the wiring. When I want to finish wiring, I use the space bar. Some people just double click. I'm going to use the space bar here, and that ended the wiring. So I'm going to add some more wires here. To start wiring at a pin that has no wire yet, I can just click on it, and I'm not going to hold it. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click on that, and I'm done, so I'm going to hit the space bar. Now I'm going to just kind of go through here. Click, click, space, click, click, space, click, click, space. Moving something is click and drag, so I'm going to move this down. And if I wanted to detach this pin from this network, I would again use the D key, detach, and now you can see I'm wiring. I'm going to wire it back up, and then I'm going to hit the space bar, and I'm done. Next thing often I want to do is delete a component. So I'm going to come up here. You're going to see my crosshairs jump to the middle of the component body, and I'm going to type Control D. That deletes it. It was a mistake. I can do an undo or a Control Z, bring it back. If I want to move everything, I can make a box out of it. Now, once you've selected this, you've grouped them together, but to move them, you still have to move one of the components. So you can't just move it out here. You have to move into, see the crosshairs snap to a component, and then you can move all of it. Clicking outside it clears the box. To rotate a component, I move my crosshairs over the middle of it, and I can say rotate, or type the R key. That is the essence of a RUSE block. The only other thing you might want to know is how to zoom in and out. That's with the mouse wheel, and the zoom takes place around where the mouse is. So if I use the wheel here, you'll see that P1 doesn't move. If I do it here, you'll see that T2 doesn't move. P2 doesn't move. And that is RUSE editing in a nutshell. Hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching, and thanks for using SimNuck.